The first step to set up Inspector is to download it from our website. So on our website, you can go on Learning Center, Product Supports, and here in the search bar, you can select Inspector. Down here, you will be able to find the latest version of Inspector. So the latest version available is 2.2. And you can download and install it. I already have it installed, so here you can see the Inspector. Then I just connected the drone with a USB-C cable to my computer. Now the 2 SD card will open on my computer. So this is the SD card of the footage. And here I will have all the recording of my flights and potentially the point of interest that I would have recorded during the flight. But here what I want is to open Inspector. And here the drone, if I go in import, should auto-detect the SD card of the drone and the flights. So here I have my flights, and what I can do is to preview it or to select it and import it on my computer. So here I select import. I have to choose where I will import it on my computer, and I can click select. And I can choose if I want to keep the recording on the drone or to erase it after the importation. So now I will load the file that I just imported, and I will directly stop with the spacebar the diffusion of the video. This is a video that have been done in Chernobyl. As you can see, the name of the mission here, in the reactor 4, I believe, and it was a flight number 1. If you forgot to put the right information before you started the flight in the tablet, in Inspector, you can always change it here. Then, what do you have from the top right part of the screen? So here you have the heading of the drone. The second information is the altitude, then the camera distance to a surface, and the camera pitch. So here we can see that I'm looking up 25 degrees. Then in here you have the ability to go back to the beginning of the video, then to play it frame by frame, to play or pause it. It also works with the space bar. You can go frame by frame forward. It also works with the arrow of your keyboard. You can play the video faster. Here we will do it in a short while. You can here save a frame straight to your computer. So if I press on this button now, I have a folder on my computer that's opening, and I could save directly here one of the picture. I can also copy here the picture on the clipboard of my computer. So if I'm opening a Word report, I can simply do a Control-V to copy it into a Word report. Here I can do different things with my point of interest. So during this flight, I did a couple of point of interest. If I want to add new point of interest, I can simply click on this button here. When I click on this button, you see here that I have a new menu that opens where I can rename my point of interest, I can undistort the image, and I can add comments. So here my point of interest will be the team on the field, and I can add a comment. We can see 5 people, 6 people, so just I can add the 6 people of the crew. I can pass from one point of interest to the next one by just clicking on them. That is why it is useful during a flight to take points of interest of every single interesting point. So let's go back here, and let's play the video. So here you can see that I'm flying inside of the crane. If I want to go to see the video faster, I can here increase the speed of the video. That allows me to go straight to one point, but without missing, well, it allows me to go faster in the video without missing anything. So here I was flying inside the facility, I was flying back out, and then I was flying back inside from another opening here. And I will slow back down my image. You will see all the dust being lifted when I fly in here. The video was actually pretty fun to take. Flying in Chernobyl was very interesting. And you will see here a big cloud of dust that I'm going to lift because of the wind produced by the drone. Now I will continue flying and I will go straight to this point. And here on the top left of the screen, I have the adjustment menu. Here I can click on show the thermal image, and that can actually be extremely helpful when you are looking for the way out in a dark environment. Because as you can see, as it was really warm outside, I could directly locate the way out. I can also see, recognize the people here. And that was the structure. It was in the summer, so it was pretty warm. What can I also do is here, if I click here, I have it in full screen. Or if I click here, I have it in half transparency, or in half transparency and full screen. That can help to locate exactly where are the people. So keep in mind that the thermal recording only records at 9 frames per second. So when you will use the spacebar to go frame by frame forward or backward, it is absolutely normal that you have a small lag between the thermal images and the high definition images. With this two settings, you can move a little bit on the side of the thermal camera. You can also correct a little bit the time shift of the log if necessary. That was for the thermal camera. If you want to play with the contrast, it is also possible. So sometimes we know that we overexpose the images when we are flying, so it's always possible to change a little bit the contrast here. You will lose in resolution in the picture, but it can help to reveal different things. Here I will take this point of interest because I'm close to the wall here, and I need to be close to a wall to be able to do distance measurement. So here, if I undistort the image, I can start doing 2D measurement just by clicking on the screen. So for that, you absolutely need to have a point of interest, otherwise it's not possible to do. Here you have the distance that the drone calculates and the average accuracy of the measurements. So if you take a measurement in the middle of the screen, it will be much better and much more accurate than if you take it on the side where it's, we can actually not see it, but you can see here the accuracy who is not as good. So then why would it be interesting to put a name on those points of interest and a comment? The reason for that is that it's possible to create an inspection report. So if you go here in reports, you can create an inspection report. Here you can select the folder in which you want the inspection report to be created. And let's say it's Chernobyl. And I can save my report. It will generate a document, a Word document that I will open in a second. Something else that I forgot to mention is that here you have a possibility of zooming in and out of the video if needed. So recording in 4K gives you a much better resolution and the ability to zoom in with a better resolution all the way. So now my report is created. If I want to keep my change to save my change, I need to save it here, to save it as a project. And that will save my project in my computer. Now, if I open my online training where I saved my report, here I can open my report and you can directly have access to a Word template report with all the information of your flight. So if I open it in big, you can change the logo, it's a Word document, so you can change everything. You have the information when the report was generated, the mission, the flight, and here you have the point of interest with the name I entered in Inspector, when it was taken in the video, and the picture, and the comment after that. If I take the point of interest where I did a 2D measurement, I can have it here, and I can see that that was where I took my 2D measurement, and I have a zoom with the accuracy, the measurement that I took. So that can be very practical to create reports.